All right, good morning. Welcome to your Pilates class. We are worry this class is archived and you can do it whenever your heart desires. You can even do it in a couple of days. So let's get rolling. And we're going to start standing on our mats today. We're also going to continue with this idea of stringing a few exercises together. We practiced a series on Wednesday at Sender 1, and we're going to continue with that flow series just to round off our week nicely. Here we go, standing on the mat. Okay, finding a nice wide base and shift the weight side to side. Feeling shoulders nice and wide. So see if they want to go forward. And you can tell if they're going forward if the arms are dangling in front of you. If the shoulders are at the side of the body, the fingers are more likely to tap the outside of your thighs. So that's a little kind of indicator of where those shoulders are living. And from here, bring those feet closer together. We're going to turn out one foot at the back and parallel our front foot. So we're in like the babyest warrior two type position. I'm going to put a light on. Which will hopefully make this a little easier. There we go. And let's just rock that weight back and front. And if you want, you can also put one hand on the lower abdominals, one hand on the back of the head, feeling that whole torso shifting forward and backward. And let's switch sides. The other foot is parallel and in front. The back foot is turned out in that miniature warrior two position, and then just rock that weight front and back, waking the body up. If you're like me, you have had coffee, checked your emails, and now you're moving. So the body still has a lot of waking up to do. Transferring that weight front and back. Getting those legs working. And then bring those feet parallel. Arm swings. So the legs will most likely find a natural bend when the arms come rushing down. And just connect to the drop and the catch and the suspension and see what that spiral feels like in the torso, in the shoulders, in the spine, the hips, the knees, and the ankles. Connecting to some breath. Waking up the body. And then let that twist settle until there is no movement happening in those arms. Good. Take a couple shoulder rolls. And we're going to do a few head rolls, and then we're going to start some Pilates standing work. But this is just to get the body awake and mobilizing so that when we go into the Pilates work, we're a little bit more aware of where everything is living and how everything is feeling in our body today. So just the head. We go side, chin down to the collarbone, to the side, and then nose to the ceiling. Do this a few more times and see if you can really isolate the neck or if the shoulders want to creep up or down. or travel to protect parts of the neck that might be tight or crunchy or a little bit angry. And let's circle in the other direction. A couple more times. Sorry for not talking you through this, but my neck is very much feeling this morning as well. Good. Whew. Little neck stretch. So we have one hand behind our back, like so, matching the palms together, and then bring the ear down to the shoulder, making sure that the shoulder is living in a nice neutral space and the shoulder is not going up to the ear, that shoulder is taking a moment, breathing deeply, feeling the side of the neck release, and roll that chin to the chest, pick that head up, switch sides, other side. Ooh. And of course, taking note of what side feels, how the sides differ from each other. If one side feels good and stretchy, or if the other side feels like blocked and angry, or just blocked in general sometimes. Something is a little knocked out of place and you just don't have the same range of motion. And that's also okay. And exhale, bringing that chin to the chest. Rolling the head up. Good. Here we go into standing foundation. Coming to our Pilates parallel. So really, let's put our fingers on the fronts of our hips and look down. And if those fingers, if we were to draw a plumb line all the way down, those fingers would land in the center of the ankle joint, and that line would continue so that it lands in between the second and middle toe. Very precise. And standing foundation, we take an inhale to bend the knees and an exhale to stretch the legs or lengthen the legs. Let's add some arms. Let's take an inhale to bend the knees. And as much as those knees bend, the torso and those hands travel upwards energetically. And on an exhale, the legs lengthen and the arms press and swim away. Inhale to bend. Exhale to lengthen. Inhale to bend. Exhale to lengthen one more time. That feels so good, like a big yawn. Inhale to bend. Exhale to lengthen. Let's try with palms facing forward today. And take a little rise, whoa, to the toes. Good morning. And then gently lower those heels down. Shake it out. Here we go. Take an inhale in, dropping the arms down to come up. Exhale, diving forward. And we're going to go right into a hamstring stretch. So take a moment to bend and straighten those knees. Take play here for a second and let the backs of those legs slowly open up. Breathing deeply, checking out what's happening in the backs of the legs today. Oh, and on the exhale, bend the knees and roll it up. Roll those shoulders back. And one breath per movement now. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive down or roll down the spine, whatever feels best for you today. Inhaling at the bottom. And exhale, bend those knees, rolling up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale to stretch. Exhale to bend and roll it up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale. Exhale, bending those knees, rolling up the back. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale it forward. Inhale. Exhale to bend and roll it up. We'll probably do a little bit more for the hamstrings today, just to give you a little understanding of where we're going. Standing lateral bend. Inhale, one arm up. Exhale it over. Inhale to stretch. Exhale to reach and come up. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, over. Inhale. Exhale, reach and up. Other side, arm up. Exhale it over. Inhale, feeling a stretch from that foot all the way down to the fingers. So it's a lateral bend. We feel most of the stretch in that torso, but it goes all the way into the ground and all the way out those fingers. And exhale, reach and come up. Inhale, arm up. Exhale it over. Inhale, feeling the leg root down as much as those fingers reach. There's a big, it's like a big bow stretch through the whole side body. And exhale, reach and come up. Other side, arm up. Exhale it over. Inhale, whole body stretches. Exhale, reach and up. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, over. Inhale, everything stretches on that side. Exhale, reach and come up. Good. Let's do a real quick little wrap and slap so you can wrap and slap. Legs a little wider in parallel. And just gently find a little spiral in the body. Not pushing anything, but just slowly waking up the spiral this way. Good, and let those arms unwind. Bringing those feet to parallel, standing twist. Inhale, dropping the arms down to come up. Exhale, bringing that foot in front, squeezing those calves together. Inhale, twist towards that front knee. Exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale, scooping up. Exhale to lower. Other side, inhale, arms up. Exhale the foot. Inhale to twist. Exhale to hinge. Inhale it up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, arms up. Exhale the foot. Inhale to twist. Exhale to hinge. Inhale, come up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, arms up. Exhale the foot. Inhale to twist. Exhale to hinge. Inhale it up. Exhale to close. Good. Let's come down to our mats. All right. Okay. We're going to go right into our roll-up. So we're laying on our back, bringing those feet parallel. Take a big inhale in. And on the exhale, feeling the core engage, cervical nod. And exhale, roll it up. Inhale at the top. And on the exhale, melt it all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhale, roll it up, making sure we're looking at the belly button the whole time we're on that roll up until we unfurl that spine to neutral and lengthened. And then on the exhale, boom, that slow motion punch to the gut happens and we roll down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, roll up. And on the exhale, melt it down. Good, right into our hundreds. Taking an inhale in. On the exhale, we feel the core engage. We do a double knee fold. We come up to tabletop. We inhale. On the exhale, that core engages. We cervical nod. We reach those arms and in 2, 3, 4, 5 and X. 2, 3, 4, 5 in. X. In. X. In. And 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 X. Last one. And X. Bringing those fingers a little bit forward. Lower the head down. Bring those knees into the chest. Rock it side to side. Touch those toes down. Lengthen the legs long. Good. Single leg stretch and double leg stretch. And then we're going to do our double leg stretch variation right after we warm up single and double OG leg stretches. We take an inhale in. On the exhale, we feel that core engage, double knee fold coming up to tabletop. Inhale. On the exhale, core engages, cervical nod, hands behind the head, one toe reaches long, opposite armpit to knee, and inhale, switch, exhale, switch, in, X, and X, and in, and in, X, shoulder blades off the ground, in, and X, one more, up, in, and in, exhale, and exhale, legs to tabletop, hands on the sides of the knees, and inhale, exhale, Inhale, exhale, toes and fingers come back in. Inhale and inhale, exhale, coming in. One more, and inhale, exhale, coming in. Lower the head down, lower the toes down, reach those legs long. Look up here, and I'm going to give you our new variation. So on Wednesday, we were talking about upping the ante in our double leg stretch. So we are doing double leg stretch with just a quarter turn. And so with this, we are learning core stability through movement. So it's not quite as linear as double leg stretch. And we're going to really have to engage and rely on the obliques to help us out. So this is working that core through rotation movement, really finding the purpose of those obliques. And a lot of it is coordination too. Once we understand the coordination of the movement, we'll really be able to just like zoom in on the core. I'm going to try my best to demonstrate this. This is also still quite challenging for me. So we're going to work on this together and we will improve together. Here we go. So actually look up here. I take an inhale in. On my exhale, I engage my core. I do a double knee fold. I come to tabletop. I inhale. On my exhale, core engages. I cervical nod and I go 2 inhales. And then on my exhale, keeping the exact same thing, I exhale and my feet are off of the ground. My head and my arms are off of the ground. As you can see, there's like some proprioception balancing action, wobbles happening. And then I come back in. Inhale and inhale to the other side. Exhale. Come back in. Let's do this together. We are on our backs. We take an inhale in. On the exhale, we feel the core engage. We do a double knee fold. We come to tabletop. We inhale. On the exhale, core engages, cervical nod, hands on the sides of the knees. We inhale and inhale. Exhale, extend to the side. And come back in. Inhale and inhale. Exhale, other side. And come back in. Inhale and inhale. Exhale, extend. Come back in. And inhale and inhale. Exhale, extend. Come back in. Bring those knees into the chest. Rock it side to side. We're going to keep this one in the mix for a couple of weeks so we can find that stability. And even more so than the stability, the coordination has to come first. And it's a weird coordination. Okay, let's continue. We're on inhale in. On our exhale, we feel the core engage, double knee fold up to tabletop, inhale. On the exhale, core engages, cervical nod. One toe reaches up, the other toe reaches long, and inhale, pulse, inhale, pulse. Switch those feet on the diagonal, exhale, pulse, switch in, switch it, exhale, and exhale, switch in, and in, switch, X, and X, switch, in, switch, X, and X, switch it in, and in, switch, X, and X. The heels squeeze together, you reach those arms, and exhale to lower. Inhale, come up. 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 Bringing those knees into the chest, rock it side to side. Good. Holding onto the fronts of the shins, take an inhale in. And on the exhale, engaging the core, bringing the head up and rock and roll it up to rolling like a ball. Let me adjust this really quickly. I'm finally warming up. Here we go. So we'll do 5 rolling like a balls today. Easy peasy, but not easy peasy, because we're going to continue to defy gravity slower and slower every time. And of course, on our very last one, go slower than you humanly think is possible. And if you don't make it back up, that's a-okay. We're learning where that threshold is. And by doing that every class, we'll also be able to see if we've achieved passing or going through that threshold. Here we go, rolling like a ball. Take an inhale in, and on the exhale, we find that punch to the gut motion. We look towards the belly button, and we exhale, roll it back. Coming back up. Exhale, rolling like a ball. This is 3. And 4. Last one. Good. Just let me see what I have written down. We're doing the same core series as Wednesday, so we're also going to start interspersing some hamstring work into there. Let's extend the legs in front of us. Inhale in, and exhale, roll down. Placing the feet on the mat, take an inhale in, and on the exhale, putting pressure into the feet, come on up. Take a second to poke at those glutes to make sure that they are loose or lightly engaged, that they're not clenching. This is about the hamstrings. Also give the hammies a little poke, making sure that they are activated. And lower down. Exhale, coming up. Exhale, lower down. Exhale, coming up. And exhale, lower down. Exhale, bridging up. Exhale, lower down. Exhale, bridging up. And let's march here. So let's put our hands on our hips, making sure that there's no dips or shakes in the hips. And we march one leg up and lower down. Other leg up. Lower down. Leg comes up. Lower down. Leg up. Lower down. A couple more. Just making sure we're engaging those hammies. We're stabilizing those hips. Fun fact, engaging the core will help you with this. One more time. Exhale, march it up. Inhale to lower. Lower those hips down. Bring those arms to the side. And inhale, drop the knees to the side. Exhale, bring them up. Inhale, drop them side. Exhale, bring them up. Inhale to the side. Exhale it up. Inhale to the side. Exhale it up. Reach those legs long. We're going to go right into rollover. Arm variations of your choosing today. Our normal pinky blade fingers in the ground, or you can try with the arms up ahead. This one's really nice if you want to find lengthen the spine while rolling down. And then the ultimate challenge that will help prepare us for our final core exercise, arms at a 90-degree angle. We're going to do 4 of them. So you can also do like mix and match the arms as well. Here we go. Roll over. We take an inhale in. On the exhale, we feel the core engage. We do a double knee fold. We come up to tabletop. We inhale those toes up to the ceiling. And on the exhale, we roll over. On this first one of the day, bring the hands to the hips and see if you can just coax a fraction more length in that torso. On your next inhale, separate the legs and flex them. And on the exhale, roll down. Inhale, point the toes, touch the bunions together. And on the exhale, roll over. Inhale, separate the legs and flex them. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, pointing the toes, touch the bunions together. Exhale, roll over. Inhale, separate and flex. Exhale, roll down, really sequentially feeling each vertebra get placed on the ground individually, including that lower back. There are a bunch of vertebra in that lower back, and it's not just one chunky unit. Inhale, bringing those bunions together. Exhale, roll over. Inhale, separate and flex. Exhale, roll over. Oh my goodness. Touching those toes down to the mat. Take a second to just feel the length in that spine. You can even press your palms into the thighs just to maximize all that new length. Good, good, good. I believe we have, yep, cool. All right. Keeping those feet on the mat, we're going to go into one more little hamstring exercise. We take an inhale in. On the exhale, we feel the core engage. We put pressure into the feet and we come up. On the exhale, we develop one toe up to the ceiling. And we exhale, flex that leg to lower it. Inhale, point that toe, come up. Exhale, flex those toes and down. Inhale, point the toe and up. This is 3 and up and 4 and up. Last time of 5 and up. Exhale to put it down. Inhale, develop the other side. And exhale it down. Inhale it up. Flex it down. Inhale it up. This is 3 and up. And a 4 and up. 5 and up. Place it down. Switching sides. And we're going to pulse 4. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower down. Switching sides. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a 10, a 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, lower those hips down, and rock and roll it up. Good. Let's extend those feet in front of us and crawl those fingers forward into a hamstring release. Doing what you need to do here. So maybe you want to practice a long back, or if it feels better, practice rounding forward and really letting the weight of your torso let the backs of those legs reach long. And only if there's no need to force it, but if you're able to get your hands to your feet, sometimes it is nice to put the wrist joint on the toes and then place those hands along the bottom of the feet. Or you do this in yoga sometimes, wrapping those peace fingers around the toes, giving the elbows a little bend so you can also get into those calves a wee little bit. Breathing deeply here. And on each exhale, seeing if you can release a little bit more. And it might not be releasing into the stretch. Maybe you're just releasing that protective layer of the body or of the psyche that kind of holds things when it's a little painful. You're just stretching your hamstrings. This isn't any reason to be put into fight or flight right now. So see if you can use those exhales to kind of soothe that instinctual panic, to be like, ow, it hurts, let's run. One more big inhale. One more big exhale. And slowly come out of it, putting the hands back and giving the legs a little resuscitation. Good. Yeah, we're going to do a couple more stretches. Let's come up to the knees, right into the front of the hips. So, no, I want to do this side first. So you can either find a tuck in that tail. So really, I'm over exaggerating with my hands a little bit so you can see on the screen. But if I'm just sitting here normally, there's a little kind of sway in my lower back. And by tucking the tail, I'm going to be able to get a nice big stretch in the front of the thigh. And if you don't feel that, tuck a little further and then come into the stretch. Option 1. Option 2, coming in to the psoas and bringing that arm up and over a little bit. So that will help deepen that stretch in the front of the hip all the way into the lower back where the psoas connects. The psoas is the muscle that connects the thigh bone to the lower back. Or you can also do this one if you're feeling super Gumby today. I might not demonstrate this very well. I'm feeling a little tight, but you bring that toe up, holding onto the toes or the top of the foot, and slowly bringing that heel towards your tush. And we'll just be here for a couple more breaths. Whatever one you need today. And come out of it on your next exhale and switch sides. Finding a tuck in that tail, coming forward a little bit or a lot of it. And if you want to get into that psoas, bringing that hand up and over. Or if you're feeling super flexible and juicy in the legs today, coming all the way forward. touching those toes and bringing that heel to the bottom. Breathing deeply here. Feeling the front of that hip release. And this one is particularly good if you have a day of work ahead of you that happens to be in front of a computer, which means that you might be sitting for a couple hours. And this one's really good for hours of sitting to kind of undo that crunchy, sticky feeling, that kind of like stagnant feeling that you get in the hips and lower back. Really, this Pilates class is just to prepare us for a day at the computer. That's what it's actually all about. Cool. Let's go into our last exercise, which is crab. We've been working on this one lately, and we're going to do it one more time today. I'm going to show you the modification, and then I'm going to show you crab, and then we'll do it together 4 times. So the modification starts sitting up nice and tall. So this should feel a little bit better because we've just lengthened those hamstrings like crazy. I use my fingers at the side of my body to help keep my back nice and lengthened. On my exhale, I find a little bend in my knees and I roll back to my rollover position, which we've already done. On my inhale, I raise my toes up to the ceiling. On my exhale, I bend my knees. So notice that my hips stay exactly where they are. And all I am doing is bending the lower leg. And then, this is the most challenging part. Without touching my legs with my hands, I maintain, or I hope to maintain, this relationship in my body. And I roll all the way up to sit up nice and tall. That's the modification. Crab looks like this. I gently have my peace fingers resting in between my big toe and second toe, which kind of forces me into this doming position. My ankles, shin ankle area is crossed. On my exhale, I go to my roll over. On my inhale, I switch my feet. On my exhale, I bend my knees, grabbing a hold of those toes again. And I roll all the way up. We're going to do 4 of these. I want to start with 2 modifications, and then I want to move into 2 crabs. You can either do that with me or choose one for the other. Here we go. We're in our starting position, either sitting up tall or on our shins. We take an inhale in. And on the exhale, we all go to our rollover position. Inhale, switching the feet or bringing those toes to the ceiling. Exhale, bending those knees. And roll it back up. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, we all roll over. Inhale, switching the feet or toes to the ceiling. Exhale, bend those knees. And roll it up. Or roll it into that crab position. Exhale, roll over. Inhale, bringing those toes to the ceiling or switching the feet. Exhale, bending those knees and rolling back to your beginning position. Inhale, exhale, roll it over. Inhale, toes to the ceiling or switching the feet. Exhale, bend those knees. Roll it up to your beginning position and shake that off. Good. Good, good, good. Let's go to all 4s. And just a reminder, if your wrists are bothering you, you can always come up to the fists. We will be doing some push-ups and some downward dogs and three-legged dogs. So if you know you have tender wrists, now is the time to be on your fists because you'll actually need your hands on the ground as much as possible in a moment. Cat and cow, inhaling to arch. Exhale to find that scooping, doming action. Inhale to arch. Exhale to dome. Inhale to arch. Exhale to dome. Inhale to exhale to dome. Coming to neutral, right into scapular support. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, come up. Exhale, shoulder blades together. Inhale, come up. Exhale, those shoulder blades come together. We're thinking about the trapezius. We're thinking about the lats. We're thinking about the serratus. And we're thinking about the rhomboids. Basically, we're thinking about every muscle that's in our back, our upper back area. And exhale, shoulder blades come together and come up. And we think about every single muscle that is in our upper back because every single muscle in the upper back plays a part in keeping our shoulders safe. One more time. Exhale, squeezing those shoulder blades together like you're holding a little walnut in between them. And coming back up. Good. Give those wrists a little shake or rotation. Do what you need to do. We're going to go into a little plank preparation. We're then going to do the quickest tummy series ever. And then we're going to end with our flow. Ooh, my wrists are crunching today. All right, let's get ready to plank it out. We're on all fours. We take an inhale in. And on the exhale, we reach one leg back and the other. Doing a nice long line. You can even kind of pump the feet if you want to feel just a little check in with those shoulders, that shoulder girdle area, making sure that everything is nice and sturdy and stable. I also think that sometimes this little pumping action distracts me from actually doing plank. Join me in that. And on the next exhale, lower the knees down, staying in neutral. Take an inhale in. And on the exhale, one hand comes to the opposite shoulder. Inhale to lower. Exhale, hand to shoulder. And lower. Exhale, hand to shoulder. Lower. Exhale, hand to shoulder. Lower. One more time each side. Hand to shoulder. Lower. Hand to shoulder. Lower. Coming to the stomach. Comfy cactus, which means if 90 degrees does not feel good in your shoulders, bring those hands a little closer to you and the elbows down an inch and kind of adjust until you have found a position that feels good in your shoulders. Our foreheads are on the mat. We go right into flight, single leg stretch, or single leg kick and double leg kick. We take an inhale in. And on the exhale, we feel the core engage, we feel the back engage, we bring the face up. Inhale to increase. And on the exhale, we lower down. Inhale at the bottom. And on the exhale, we feel the core engage, we feel the back engage, and we bring the face up. Inhale to increase. And on the exhale, we lower down. Inhale. And on the exhale, the core engages, the back engages, then we bring the face up. Inhale to increase. And on the exhale, we lower down. One more time, inhale. And on the exhale, the core engages, the back engages, and we bring the face up. Inhale, adjusting those forearms into our Sphinx position. Take an inhale in here. Exhale, hover 2 legs off the mat, and inhale, kick. Inhale, kick, switch. Exhale, kick. Exhale, kick, go in. And exhale, and in, switch it, exhale, and exhale, switch, in, and in, and inhale, and exhale, last time, inhale, and exhale, lower the feet down, lower the torso down, one cheek comes to the mat, hands are at the sides of the body, we take an inhale, in, and on the exhale, we feel the core engage. We hover 2 legs off of the mat and we exhale, kick. Exhale, kick. Inhale, toes, hands, head, everything up. And exhale, kick. Exhale, kick. Inhale, everything up. And exhale, and exhale. Inhale, up. And exhale, and exhale. Inhale, up, separate the legs, bring the arms up, swimming. Inhale, switch, exhale, switch, exhale, switch. One more set. Reach everything long and come back to a child's pose. Let that back spill open. All right. You can stay in child's pose, and I want to talk you really quickly through our little flow, and then we'll do it together. So we're going to start with our Pilates push-up, and we will do 3 push-ups. We'll then go to side plank on one side, and we're going to do our little carving action. 3 on one side, back to our center plank, and 3 on the other side. That will then, so we come to the Pilates push-up, we do 3 push-ups, we come to one side plank, doing our little carve, the other side plank, we do the carving 3 times, we push back to a downward facing dog, 3-legged dog, we do 2 nose to knee actions on one side, 2 nose to knee actions on the other side. That foot steps up and through. We inhale to high lunge. We exhale. We exhale to a balance. And so we have already worked on this one, the teeter-totter this way. We've worked on this one, bringing that leg forward and back. And so today we're going to work on rotation. And then, so right now my shoulders and my hips are both facing the ground. And then I'm going to rotate so my whole shoulders and hips are facing my screen. Whew. Stay. Good. And then I rotate them closed. And I rotate them open. And I'll do that 3 times. I bend my supporting leg. I place my foot back down, bringing my toes to face forward. A little center stretch. This is your break. This is your chance to feel good. Also, fun fact, the wider the legs, the more lovely the stretch is. And then we come back up. We do that, high lunge on the other side. We do that rotation balance on this second side, bending that supporting leg, coming back to center. We'll do one more little stretch out, and then we crawl those hands to the front of the mat. So we're in a runner's stretch now. We come back to plank, and just like what we normally do, we're going to do 4 exhales, walking those hands back, bend the knees, roll it up, and we'll do it all again. Let me adjust this real quick. And we will do this 2 times because we get both sides in on each little series of the flow. Okay. Are you ready? We take an inhale in, dropping the arms down to come up. On our exhale, we dive forward. We walk those hands forward into our plank position. We bend the elbows on an exhale. We lengthen them on an inhale. We do that 2 more times. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. We exhale, opening to a side plank. And carve. And open. 2. Open. 3. Open. We go to the center. We open to the other side plank. And carve. Open. Carve. Open. Carve. Open. Center plank. And we push to a 3-legged dog. One leg comes up. And we exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Place it down, switching sides. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And exhale, step it forward. Inhale, up to high lunge. Exhale, dive. Rotate those hips and shoulders back to the floor. Rotate those hips and shoulders open. Rotate them back to the floor. Rotate them open. Rotate them back to the floor. Bending that supporting knee, placing that foot down, coming to a big parallel stance. Hinge it forward. And let's come to a high lunge on the other side. And on the exhale, dive it forward. And rotate them open. Rotate it closed. Rotate it open. Rotate closed. One more time. Rotate open. Fight that balance. Rotate closed. Bend the knee. Placing that foot down. Coming to the center. Release it forward. Crawling those hands to the front of the mat into that runner stretch. Back to plank. And walking the hands back to the feet. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, roll it up. Roll those shoulders back. Inhale, dropping the arms down to come up. The hands forward to plank. Exhale to bend the elbows. Inhale to lengthen. This is 2. And up. And 3. and up, side plank, and carve, and up. This is 2, and up, and carve, and up, center plank, other side, and carve, and up, and carve, and up, and carve, and up, center plank, downward dog, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. Place the foot down. Switching sides. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, dive it forward into your balance. Rotate open, rotate closed. This is 2. Close, and 3. Close, bend the knee, place the foot down, finding that parallel. Stretch it forward. Coming to the other side, high lunge, dive it forward, finding your balance, rotate open, and close. This is 2. Close, and 3. Whoa! And close. Oh my gosh. Bending that supporting leg, placing that foot down, coming parallel, stretching out the center, coming forward into that plank, walking the hands all the way back, bending the knees, roll it up. Whew. Take a second to feel those legs going down. The torso going up. The head going back and up. Those shoulders are nice and wide. The collarbone sternum is wide. The upper back is wide. Lowering those hands down. And have a fabulous weekend. Thank you all so much for joining. We will probably be doing class at 9 a.m. for the next few weeks. And then in March, there'll be April, there'll be a couple weeks where we're going to figure out something different for class, just because I'll be occupied in the mornings. We'll figure that out. And for those of you that continue to donate, thank you so much. And for those of you that continue to show up, you guys are rock stars. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. And I hope to see you Sunday morning at Sender 1.